Hey yo, it's your boy Monster Man Rocco.
It's your boy Swagger Rock.
This is Snack the Ripper.
If you rap for those who don't know.
This is Master Ace. You are now rocking with the best.
Breaking records, man. Radio is like the place to be. I don't fuck strange music, man.
Now, I know you're educated and you teach as well, but was there a certain point, at least back then, that you thought that this is something that could actually, we can make a career out of, especially during those kind of early lyricist lounge days and hooking up with people like Mos Def and Punchline and whatnot? Was that ever a possibility? Was that something that you were striving for?
With just, like, you mean like rapping forever, that type of vibe? Was that in my mindset?
Yeah, just rapping as a career move.
Yeah. I think everybody thinks they're gonna rap forever. When you're young, you start because you don't really have many options, so you choose an option when you're young. It's like, oh, I want to be a rapper when I grow up, so I plan on doing that and, you know, accumulate whatever financial stability I'm gonna get from it. Or I want to be an artist, you know, I'm going to draw art and people will buy my paintings and they'll be across the world. Or I'm going to be an architect. Whatever you choose when you're kind of young, you kind of think it's going to have that sustainability for the long run. So you never really question that. It's not until you get kind of older, especially dealing with the music business, when you see it's such a roller coaster ride that doesn't necessarily have consistency, that makes you kind of consider other avenues. And then you start learning, like, oh, okay, I can make clothing. Oh, okay, I could sell shirts and hats. Oh, okay, I could write a book, and all these other avenues, yeah. which we probably wouldn't have thought of or thought about if we didn't have like a Naughty by Nature with their clothing line, or Wu-Tang doing a clothing line, and Puffy doing Sean Combs and Rockaway. Like, those things weren't a part of our mindset when we first started rapping and stuff like that. You know, it wasn't even a part of our mindset.
So when did you end up getting into, I guess I would say, like, the whole raucous kind of era and vibe and lyricist lounge and whatnot, but even the very early material that I'm aware of you from, so say the Tribe album or the Black Star album, both of those are with your partner Punchline, and I assume those stories go hand in hand, but when did that kind of, I guess, elevate to start working with Punchline and to start working with Raucous?
Yeah, well, it was my high school years, so it really started when I was in high school. I would say around 11th and 12th grade. I met a friend named Sono, and Sono, me and him had similar last names, so he wound up sitting behind me in gym. First day I met him. And the next day of gym, the teacher wasn't there, so we had a sub, and we were in a classroom, and then we started rapping, and that's how, through him, Punch was actually his best friend, one of his best friends. So I didn't even know Punch straight, me and myself. I met him through my boy Sono, and then I met Punch, and then they had a group already called the Incognitives, and in their group they had another kid named Flo that was doing beats. Then they had our boy Ern that was kind of figuring out the business side. So we kind of had like our own little crew back then. And I was the Brooklyn guy because Sono and Punch and all of them lived on the Lower East Side. So I would actually hang with them on the Lower East Side, but still go back home to Brooklyn. So I was going back and forth. And then that's how we pretty much got up and started doing music from that aspect. And that's how I met Punch. Once Sono decided to go to college, he went away to college in Atlanta. It was just me and Punch left by ourselves, and we were still dealing with track masters. So we went on Stretch Armstrong and Bobbito, and we rapped together there. And they were like, Bobbito is the one that said, y'all should be a group. And that's how that started.